Two teams looking for their first win in NBL26 collide as Hungry Jack's rookie round continues and New Zealand hosts Perth at Spark Arena. PJC is back, Sam Menenga back in the lineup for the Breakers as well. And the Wildcats stars are ready to roll in the first leg of a Saturday double-header here in round 2 of the NBL26 season. Hello and welcome, kia ora, to our friends in New Zealand. We take a look at our Mitsubishi Motors ladder, 6th and 7th. No wins between them as I welcome in Damon Lowry. And they both will desperately want a W tonight.
Yeah, JP, good to be here on a Saturday night, man. As we see the bottom of the ladder, Adelaide, Sydney, and Illawarra actually join the competition tomorrow. But it's all about these two teams right now who are winless, but the season is only a couple of weeks old. Nobody's hitting the panic button just yet.
Not just yet. Both have a bit of work to do. The Breakers went 0-2 in their opening weekend. Petteri Copperton's got a bit of work, of course, and he's been left scratching his head somewhat about their physical conditioning. He spoke after the game against Melbourne on Sunday about his disappointment there. Let's hear what he had to say.
Well, I think the biggest issue right now, same like last game. It looks like we are out of shape, out of sync. Our feet are slow, our head are slow right now. The chemistry is not there. We were so bad today, and to be able to play in this league, we need to be in better basketball shape.
So that's what he's demanding from his team, the New Zealand coach. One man who is in better shape, they hope, is Parker Jackson-Cartwright. He was really good against Brisbane. He only played limited minutes against Melbourne. Yep. If he is 100%, Damon, he brings so much to this team.
An out-and-out MVP candidate every time he's in the competition. But Parker started the season, Joe, compromised. He was not 100% with the rib injury. He got through game 1 against Brisbane, but took a knock against Melbourne United in game 2, and he was not himself. But if this man is even 75%, that means he's 100% better than a lot of people.
He brings so much to their team. Of course, he probably led the MVP at the halfway mark of last season. He was terrific against the Brisbane Bullets. If he can channel that and deliver that kind of performance, it will go a long way to award a Breakers potential win tonight. And I know you don't like minute restrictions, Damon, so it'll be music to your ears that Karim Lopez is back in full flight this afternoon.
That is awesome to hear. Terrible to hear that he had to suffer that inhumane treatment being put on minute restrictions. But the young fella is jumping out of his skin. His back is, they said it was tender, but I saw him catching alley-oop the other day. Didn't look tender to me. Now, he's got 10 points in game 1 and 6 rebounds. He's going to play more minutes. He's still a young dude. And, Joel, I was just checking out DraftNet just today, and they have him sitting in the lottery.
Yep.
So get your eyeballs on this young man right now because he ain't going to be here anymore.
He's so exciting. Only the 73 points for the Wildcats. They're a high-powered offense. They're still learning to play together with Mason Jones and the likes of Joe Luala-Chul Jr. There's a bit of gelling to do for Perth.
It is, and Johnny's not going to panic, but they're a high-octane team. Right, and I heard Johnny in his press conference say they just didn't get up enough shots. That's not the pace they're used to playing at. And JP, they're not used to playing with that man, a man of that stature. They had Keanu Pinder, who's a different kind of a big. JLA is way more, I guess, ball dominant. Once he gets it, he's going to score the ball. But his teammates have to understand how to play with him.
And a tough outing for this young starter as well, Ben Henschel, who came back to the Wildcats after exploring his options in the off-season. Didn't have the game that he wanted in round 1, but interestingly, he has been taken out of their starting lineup, which we'll touch on more very shortly. Let's get courtside welcoming the final member of our commentary team, the 342-gamer, Cam Glidden. G'day, Cam.
G'day, guys. How you going? Excited to be back at Spark Arena for round 2. Historically, these two teams hate each other. Both looking for their first win, both looking for some consistency on the offensive end. I'm keen to see how this thing shakes out.
Yeah, they've had such a great rivalry over time, Cam. Looking forward to your insights throughout the course of the afternoon. You go back to championship series and plenty of battles over the years between these two teams as their starters get ready to roll out there. The good news is that Sam Menenga is back for the New Zealand Breakers, and he starts with Jackson Cartwright, Lopez, Brockington and Ruben Tarangi. The story, though, Damon, is with the Perth Wildcats starting lineup. Dante Russo-Nance earns the first start of his NBL career. Auckland-born, he gets the start in his hometown for Perth, alongside Windler, Jones, Doolittle and Joe Luala-Chul Jr.
I actually like this move. Now, whether it has anything to do with something we don't know about, Cam Glidden might be able to give us a little bit more info later, but I like Dante's game, and I feel like he's the only point guard on the team.
He played early last weekend, played the 12 minutes in total. He's only made a handful of NBL appearances. We're underway at Spark Arena in Auckland. A little bit of a fight for the ball in the early phase. And PJC rolls that one home.
Yeah, he's looking lively. Just telling the way his body is moving right now. PJC is not going to have 2 subpar games in a row.
It wasn't a real struggle for Perth against the Jack Jumpers at the offensive end. And the takeaway here, impressive stuff from Brockington. Jackson Cartwright took it all the way, couldn't get it to fall. Doolittle running the break. Here is Russo Nance, who can't hit from outside. Both teams played at a pretty slow pace last week. The Wildcats played at 74 in terms of pace, having led the competition last season in that stat, and some nice defense there from the Cats.
Ruben should have let that fly, hesitated, and Dante took advantage.
So they were slowed down last week against the Jack Jumpers. They couldn't get out and running as they try and find their feet in this new look offense, the Wildcats. Mason Jones left all alone. And Menenga pulls down the rebound. Good to see Big Sam back out there after the concussion issue against Brisbane.
And let me just be clear too, JP. When I say Dante is the only point guard of the team, obviously Mason Jones handles the ball. That doesn't mean you're a point guard. And I feel like with Dante in the starting lineup, Mason can probably be his more comfortable position off the ball. And then Ben Hinchell can just come off the bench, just be a wild scoring cowboy.
Just a 15th appearance in his NBL career, Dante Russo Nance. Averaging 3 minutes and 37 seconds in his first 14.
That's what you call a hell of a promotion, isn't it?
Yes, indeed. Last season he played a total of 31 minutes. And here he is in the starting lineup in his hometown. Plays his NZNBL for the Jets based in Auckland.
In the Tall Blacks team, so he's got international experience. Got great size, great feel, nice stroke. I think like Johnny has to invest in the future of the locals like this so he can always have a nice import 2-guard.
Jones splits the free throws. So, lane violation on Brockington for the early entry into the area. Jones will get another look at it. You said you wanted to see G-League Jones last week. Do you think we get that today?
I'm hoping so, because sometimes it takes a while for the imports to get comfortable with the surroundings and their teammates. But Mason can't forget why they recruited him. He's a bucket getter, so he's got to be more aggressive.
A little bit of full court pressure here from the Wildcats. Jackson Cartwright. Now Brockington, impressive in his first 2 outings. The rise on that jump shot. Such an explosive athlete. So is this man working underneath the hoop.
We're seeing signs, we're seeing reasons why Kareem Lopez is in the lottery in the mock draft. Offensive rebound against grown men, has the poise, doesn't rush it. Shot fake, gets the and one. Go to the free throw line and reward yourself, big fella.
Now that he's back at full fitness, I can't wait to see that. The Gojo Go Gadget arm get extended and come over the top and whack a couple down.
Wouldn't be surprised if he averaged a dunker game.
So early break to the Breakers. Windler on the drive is fouled. They led Tassie last week, Perth. You were there in the building with Lockie and Damo and Annalie. They led 25-13, 2 minutes played in the second quarter. They then lost that game by 2 in the end and scored 48 points in 28 minutes of basketball. What happened to their offense last week?
The Tasmanian Jack Jumpers happened. They don't shoot themselves in the foot. Tassie controlled the tempo. They came down and executed, moved the ball, got to their stuff, and made it a real half-court kind of a game. Tassie only ran when they got stops. And Perth struggled. And Mason Jones, that was his first game. He struggled a little bit. And also, I thought the team didn't do a good enough job of keeping JLA involved.
He was super efficient last week at Chul Junior, 6 of 11 for his 15 points, 14 rebounds. Windler struggled, knocked down both free throws there. He's 1 of 7 from the field last week, 1 of 4 from outside, having shot 40% last season. We know Menenga can shoot it, puts it on the floor, the big fella. Windler's in there to poke it loose, and it'll stay in red.
And this is what we're going to see a lot of, mid-pick and rolls with Parker Jackson Cartwright. And with Sam Menenga, instead of rolling, he's going to pop out because JLA is likely going to play some form of a drop defense in that ball screen. And Sam's got to be ready to pull the trigger.
First of a double-header tonight. Illawarra and Tassie to come. There's JLA just using his force to will himself to the rim.
JLA can score from every level on the court. He took it upon himself to go one-on-one. I'd like to see him get at least 15 to 20 shots, Joe, somewhere in between that mark.
Man who was 3rd in the MVP. First team in 2022. We know the kind of thing he's capable of. Menenga outside, no good. Windler beats Lopez to the rebound. They look down low for JLA again. This time over Menenga, shows his touch.
Man's a problem. The man is a problem. You can tell after game 1, they probably realized JLA had 14 easy points in game 1, and they didn't go to him enough down the stretch. They're making a point to give it to him early now.
Jackson Cartwright likes the matchup on Russo Nance. Outside, Lopez. The pass to Menenga. Brockington elevates for the rebound. New 14 for New Zealand. PJC steps into a 3. Well, the person operating the smoke gun thought it was good. No one else did, but take a look at the Amy replay.
Nice little crossover from JLA. Initiated a contact, bumped Sam off his line, and got himself an easy deuce. And then said, let's go down to the body shop. Take this baby hook. Like I said, the man can score from every level.
Two more for the Breakers. Starting to eat back into this margin. Menenga opens his account. And Windler answers right back with the 3 ball. He was in really good form in the preseason, Dylan Windler. So the performance last week was an aberration in the course of his season so far. Isaiah Leafa, who's been having a rough shooting stretch for quite a while now, couldn't even get the shot off there. And looking for Henschel, turnover forced by the Breakers. He did that at the lowest rate in the league last season. One of. They turned the ball over at the highest rate in the league. Leafa and Jackson Cartwright, the 2-man game.
I mean, Christian Doolittle guarding the fastest man in the league on the island, ISO at the top of the key, and forced Parker into a tough shot, and now he's going to take Parker down here.
Interesting matchup. Menenga came across to take it away. A little spin move at midcourt from Lopez. Chuck it up to him, Parker! Chuck it up to him, Parker! And he'll hammer it home! Lopez unleashed!
Oh my goodness, Amy. If only we had an insurance company that sponsored replays. We're gonna need to see that one again.
Might need health insurance for my blood pressure if he keeps doing that, Damon. Henschel hits back.
Then he says, everybody just calm down. Man, it's just up and down. This is the style that we want.
Absolutely it is. We know that both of these teams are capable of plenty at the offensive ends. Here's Baker for 3. Menenga almost tipped that one home. Another offensive rebound to Lopez. What a presence he is in there. And another one almost slips through his hands, falls to Menenga.
Okay.
They are dominating on the offensive glass.
This is what Patrick Carpenter was asking for. More energy. They were flat after game 2. And I don't know how many 6'10" guys are on their roster. I think they got 4 of them, though. I don't know what the record is for the most 6'10" dudes. It's Benny Hitchell. Corner tray ball. But New Zealand's having a feast right now on the offensive glass.
Ben Henschel saying, not a lot wrong with me, thank you. I'll just come back out here off the bench and start lighting it up. A push shot from Menenga is good. 7 offensive rebounds, New Zealand. 1 defensive rebound. 5 of 7, the Wildcats. 3 turnovers in the early going. The second chances for New Zealand are coming thick and fast. They're 6 of 17 from the field. Wildcats by 3. 3 minutes remaining opening term. Jones for Doolittle in the corner.
That was a good find, though.
Almost get it back. And it goes out of court. Last touch by Menenga.
Which replay is this one? Parker put it up there beautifully for me, amigo. I don't know how to say dunk in Spanish, but just give me some time. And then Sam Menenga takes Dylan Wheeler down to the box and finishes with a deuce.
Lopez checks out of the game. Impressive start for the teenager. Elijah Pepper out there now for Perth with Latin getting some early minutes. Ben Henschel's fouled, shooting a 3. So Joe Loalichul Jr., Mayan, Doolittle, Henschel and Pepper, the 5 for John Riley. Liafa, Britt Baker, Lowe and Carlin Davison for New Zealand.
Let's make no mistakes about this man, Benny Henschel. Just because he comes off the bench, that is not going to change this man's offensive mindset. I actually like it. I actually prefer him to come off the bench. He's still going to get starters minutes, but that just gives that second unit a real jolt.
We've got Cam Glidden courtside. Cam, you spoke to Ben Henschel pre-game. What did you take away from that conversation?
Yeah, I did, fellas, and he did say he was suffering from a sickness throughout the week and didn't train too much. Whether that came into play with the decision to bring him off the bench, unsure. But Russo Nance did also prove himself in round 1 too, so maybe a bit of a combo.
And what are you seeing at the state of the game at the moment with 3 to play in this opening term?
I mean, crazy stat you guys just throw out. Offensive rebounds for Breakers 7, defensive rebounds 1. They just got to get a stop if the Breakers want to contend. But the Perth Wildcats putting on an offensive show at the moment.
Great to have Cam Glidden with us. 342 games in the NBL. Coach of the Auckland NBL side as well. His insight throughout the course of the afternoon. Aquera couldn't get that one to go off the Pepper miss. So 10 offensive rebounds between these two teams in the early going as Liafa sticks that one. A total of 6 defensive rebounds between them.
It's only a matter of time. Good to see Isaiah make his first J.
Champion in the offseason with the Wellington Saints in the NZNBL. He wins them for fun in that competition. Henschel no good. Baker the rebound. The big fella out of Harvard.
I still want to know, Joe, what do you graduate with out of 4 years at Harvard University?
A lot of IQ.
He'll have something to fall back on when this basketball thing is over.
Aquera across the lane. And he's fouled. Another who plied his trade.
No basket, black 15.
Here in New Zealand in the off-season, the Franklin Bulls.
Guys, if we're hurdling, it's got to be above the three-point line.
So we see New Zealand Breakers with their entire second unit on the floor to finish off this quarter. Taylor Britt, young guard, had a really good Asia Cup with the Tall Blacks. Carlin Davison, like I said last game, bounced this dude New Zealand. He gave him a real shot in the arm last game. When you got the whole bench on, they just got to hold the fort.
It is Hungry Jack's rookie round, so of course to celebrate, scan the QR code on screen and unlock rookie rewards. Now you can enter your details, go into the draw and win $1,000 in cold hard cash. Scan the QR code on screen and enter now as part of Hungry Jack's rookie round here in the NBL. First of 2 games tonight, Illawarra and Tassie to come. What a event that's going to be. Nice find from Liafa, but a Baker who bashes it home.
Man, what a difference a week makes. Travel.
Here we go, guys.
Nope,
Here we go.
foul. Great job, Isaiah. Pushing it in transition, getting some easy buckets.
Shots, guys. Thank you.
Christian Doolittle just kind of relaxed a little bit while Rob Baker kept playing.
Both of these teams, Damon, they are playing like they are coming off losses. They are angry at the rim in this opening term.
And that's the thing, this league is going to be so tight this season. And it doesn't matter if you're banged up or if you haven't quite hit your straps in jail yet as a team. You just got to find a way to win because you don't want to be going on 3- and 4-game losing streaks with the depth of every team has this season.
Couple go down for Doolittle.
This side, you can run this side.
So 6-point lead to the Wildcats. Remember, they only scored 73 points in the whole game last week. They've got 23 in 8.5 minutes. Averaged 100 points a game last season. Elijah Pepper averaged about 100 in the NBL 1 West.
John really called him an NBL 1 Hall of Famer.
Two. Pushes him in the back.
Based off one season with the Warwick Senators. What an extraordinary season he had. 36 points a game, 7 assists, 5 3-point makes.
I don't understand.
Completely took the P155.
Led them to the championship game and came second in the MVP.
Wow. Shenanigans.
Shout out to Isaac White, who must have had a very good season. And he put up big numbers for the Rockingham Flames. Takeaway for Jesse Wagstaff, or Jesse Swagstaff, as Damien Martin wants him to be called, with the sleeve on. Russo Nance. Awkward one for Aquera. A look out there is an awkward for Pepper. And
Look at
what about
Jesse.
the hustle from Jesse Wagstaff. Game 506, and he's been doing it his whole career. Another look for Pepper. 12 offensive boards combined in this opening term for these two teams.
Jesse's averaging 1 diving save into the bench every game so far. Travel.
And that is a walk called on Taylor Britt. Let's have a look at the desperation here. Season 17.
No regard for his old body. I love it.
And straight out of the game.
It was okay. I'm just making sure you.
Jesse sets the tone. He is the gatekeeper of the standards of the Perth Wildcats.
A great job that he's done with that for such a long time.
And Taylor, hand.
11 of 11 at the line, the Wildcats. New Zealand have only taken the 1 free throw. Couple of seconds between the shot and game clock. Russo Nance stepping back and hitting. A nice little moment in his hometown for Dante Russo Nance. He gets the start and hands the Perth Wildcats an 8-point lead as we go to quarter time. It's the visitors 25 to the Breakers 17. Quarter in the books here at Spark Arena in Auckland. Parker Jackson Cartwright got us started with the lap of honour. Dylan Windler with an early entry on the score sheet. Karim Lopez was among a couple of breakers to throw it down in the opening term. And Dante Russo-Nance getting his first NBL start in his hometown, playing for the team from all the way across the other side of Australia. And it is the Perth Wildcats who lead by 8 at the opening break. Joel Peterson and Damon Lowry with you. Cam Glidden courtside here in our first game of a Saturday night doubleheader in the Hungry Jacks NBL. Illawarra and Tassie to come. And the second term starts with a 6th New Zealand turnover, Damon.
No good. That is no good. That's not how you want to start the second quarter, especially being down 8. But I'm telling you, Perth Wildcats, they got everything they wanted in that first quarter and play. Oh, my goodness. Back-to-back sloppy plays.
Top side.
That is not a great start to this second period.
Front only.
Perth did it. Sorry, Joe. Is this backcourt? Come on.
He's still in the air. He's got to come down to the front court.
Yeah, okay.
There you go. There's the decision from Ken Arick. He's out there with Ruben Woolcock and Chris Reed, Crucci. About 3 referees. Jackson Cartwright making his move. Breakers swing the ball. Lopez, Menenga, Tarangi is fouled on the drive.
Now, Parker Jackson Cartwright is not going to be able to probably get off a lot of those mid-range shots we've grown accustomed to seeing him doing because the size that Perth have on the floor right now. But Parker can still penetrate at will and get everybody else shots. He's forcing Perth into rotations, and guys are going to have to knock shots down.
It is a big lineup that they're running with at the moment, the Wildcats. So JLA's out there with Russo-Nance, Lat Mayen, Dylan Windler, and Christian Doolittle.
Yeah, Dante Russo-Nance is bigger than what you think. He looked like he's about 6'3". Great poise, like I said earlier.
Well, Lat Mayen's 6'6" and then some. And he's playing the 2. So plenty of size out there at the moment, and Doolittle handling the ball up the floor. I know what a great passer he is from that forward position. Underneath, JLA is fouled.
That's good action, and we see every team in the league run that same action. That 2-man game between Dylan Windler and JLA, you got an issue. What do? You trap it, you hard show. JLA's rolling to the rim, and when he gets to the rim, you realize he's 7 feet. He's up getting himself to the strike. Great job by Dylan making an extra pass.
So you only realize he's 7 feet when he gets to the rim. Before that, you just, oh, he mean he's big.
That's when you feel the full wrath experience. What it's like to guard this dude 6 inches from the basket.
He sticks the free throws there, JLA. He's gone past 1,500 points in the NBL. Game 133 this afternoon. Perth 27, New Zealand 19. Jackson Cartwright with the contacts and the connection to lay it home high off the glass and step to the line for 2.
Fearless. The little big man is fearless. Beat that man off the dribble. The help came across too late, and Parker's made a living out of shooting inside the key. Shot over 50% last season inside the paint, Joe. But if I'm Pettery confident, I don't know what he said in that quarter time timeout, but I'm looking at Isaiah Brockington like this. Hey, man, I'm going to need you. 2 shots in a quarter of basketball. That ain't going to get it done.
Doolittle from the elbow, no good. Might get another look at it here after Windler recycles the possession. 15 offensive rebounds between the 2 teams. Windler from outside, no. This one will be a defensive board to PJC of all people. Off to Menenga. Sam runs the floor, kicks it out to Brockington. Jackson Cartwright for 3. Tarangi rips it down. 10-0 boards for the Breakers. Just the 6 defensive rebounds.
Take the floater. You got issues. I don't know if the defensive game plan is to force Parker to penetrate because he doesn't need an invitation. I don't know what you do with a man that fast. You don't want to crowd him, that's for sure. He's waving like, no, I got him. I got him.
He knows his game so well, and he is so crafty. He is Parker Jackson Cartwright. He's got 7 points to lead New Zealand in scoring, 3 of 7, a couple of assists as well. And the Tangerine timeout is called by John Riley, with his team up by 3 at 27-24. As Petteri Koponen, the second-year New Zealand coach, gets a chance to talk it over with his team, try and inspire them to keep things moving forward. Let's have a listen to the New Zealand head coach as he steps into the huddle.
On that one, it also works nice because his guard drops off and then he can come off my backside and come down.
Hey, it's all about our defense. Rebound. Every time shot goes up. If you're guarding Windler, not too much help there on the ball side. Be disciplined. Hey, flow 3 next. Let's go. Handle the pressure. That's taking up our offense. Let's go.
I saw the same thing Petteri saw. Kareem Lopez, he's doing a good job of crashing the glass, but he's got to understand who he's guarding. And I heard Dean Vickerman saying a similar thing to Dash Daniels about over-helping. You need to know who you're guarding, understand the scout, because you don't want to be closing out on a guy like Dylan Windler.
Cam Glidden's courtside. Cam, you're listening to John Riley.
Yeah, he's furious. He's asking his boys when they're going to nut up and start getting some defensive rebounds. He's worried about the just the mistakes, rejecting of on balls, taking care of the glass, things of that nature.
They have had those offensive rebound problems that we've spoken about. They get one here. Mayen out to Windler. They'll get another look at it. Mayen just shrugs off Jackson Cartwright, drives inside, no good. 6 of 22, the Wildcats. 10 of 26, the Breakers. Brockington, no! He was fouled.
Yeah, Isaiah needs one to go, get his confidence going, getting off to a slow start, but it's okay because they're only down by 3. Highly competitive game. And John really, you got to rebound. You want to play the pace that Johnny wants to play at, you got to get the glass. You got to clean it up.
Brockington, 18.5 points across his opening weekend. Pretty efficient, 57% from the field. He had 21 against Melbourne, 16 against the Bullets. Of course, Brisbane going down last night to Cairns. Sam McDaniel going down with an ankle injury early in that game. The Bullets have said that he won't play tomorrow against Adelaide, and he'll continue to be assessed as they go forward. Had a concern for Javon Freeman-Liberty late as well, with Mitch Norton already out of that lineup for the Brisbane Bullets. As Brisbane Adelaide, one of 2 games to come tomorrow. Sydney to host Cairns. As we get the full complement of teams entering this NBL season. A couple go down at the line. One at the line for Brockington, who split them.
Just that defensive effort there by Parker. Even though he's small, his arms is freakishly long. He nearly stole that from the wrong side of his body. And you got to be careful when you're penetrating on him because the ball is never safe.
He's so fast and so shifty. Just the 2 points in the term for the Wildcats thus far. Dylan Windler puts a stop to that.
Great extra pass by Benny Hitchell, and it's only a matter of time before Dylan starts knocking down corner 3s.
8 points now for Windler. Brockington the other way. Rises up and cans the jump shot. And when I say he rises up, Damon, he rises up.
Elevation is serious.
It's incredible. In person at the Blitz, seeing it the first couple of times, he looks like he's got springs in his soles as Joe Luala-Chul rumbles through to the rim.
Petteri Koponen wouldn't be happy with nobody being able to rotate over and make that somewhat difficult for JLA.
So 3 and a bit played in this second period. Wildcats by 5. Long 2 for Jackson Cartwright. Windler with the rebounds. He's got 5 in the game. Jones for 3, tees one up, no good. Henschel had it go through his hands.
Like 6. Nothing, guys.
Oh.
There's a foul on Jackson Cartwright. That will be his second.
I don't mind that shot from Mason Jones in transition. That looked a little bit more like the G League Jones I was hoping for. He didn't get it to go.
Not out here, underneath it.
But that's with the style of play that Johnny wants. that shot in the context is a great
I just
shot.
don't have anything.
Because I was seeing what happened on the play, Parker. If he got it, I was playing on.
So Parker Jackson-Cartwright's going to come out of the game. Taylor Britt back in for the Breakers. Star Canterbury Rams guard, former Perth Wildcat. Loala Chul Jr. is so hard to move down there. And Pettery Coppinen not at all pleased with what his team's delivering at the moment.
You got your hands full, man, and Sam Meninga is stronger physically, I would say, than JLA. But once JLA eats up that space and makes that contact, he's Joe. Then you remember he's 7 feet. And then there's that little jump hook, and good luck to you.
So Tangerine timeout, Perth 34, New Zealand 27. The start of a big night of hoops coming up. You're still basking in the glory of an Illawarra Championship, Damon Lowry. The first time since your team did it back in the early 2000s. They'll raise the banner tonight. And we also see the debut of JaVale McGee. So Illawarra and Tassie, our game to come.
Cannot wait for that game tonight, and obviously congratulations are in order for the title town, Wollongong, as they raise the banner and put it next to that other one. But JaVale McGee makes his debut. Over and under, Joe, shot blocks he's going to get tonight.
I'll take the over at 3.5.
Yeah, I'm taking the over as well. He's going to play volleyball out there with some people. Tasmania don't have David Johnson playing tonight, too, so they got to find another avenue, some more buckets.
A couple of injuries, no Bolden, no Hickey for the Illawarra Hawks. It will be a fascinating contest, though. Of course, we'll have a full pre-game and the call from the sandpit a little bit later on this evening after we're done here at Spark Arena. Perth 34, New Zealand 27. Both teams have had a timeout called in frustration already in this second period. We're only 3.5 minutes or so into it. Joel Peterson, Damon Lowry, and Cam Glidden with you in commentary. Great to have your company on this Super Saturday and Hungry Jack's rookie round. Britt handling the ball at the moment. Made the 29 appearances across a couple of seasons for Perth in 2020 and 2021. Almost lost it there. Guarded by Doolittle. Across the lane he goes. Lopez for three. That's really nice from Karim.
He's really improved that aspect of his game. Great patience by New Zealand to move the ball and find the open shooter, because there is so much size on the floor for Perth. It's not going to be easy. But you still got to penetrate, and they're sucking in the defense. Catch, shoot, don't hesitate.
So Karim Lopez is 3 of 5 on the young season now at 60%. If he can shoot that three ball at a really consistent rate, my goodness, what a scary thing that will be for opposition defenses the world over.
Yeah, he came here as a non-shooter from outside, from that deep. Always an athlete, you know, a pretty solid defender. And you can't have everything, Joel, at that age. But, man, you talk about fast improvement. The league is going to... And I saw in the mock draft, Joel, the San Antonio Spurs is where he's likely to go, if all things considered, at pick 13.
I think he's a bit higher than that, Damon. I think that's just a little bit too low for our man. Once they see the go-go gadget arm extended and he yams on a few people, I think he'll just start rocketing up the boards. An exciting prospect he's going to be across the course of the season. 6-point lead to the Wildcats. Dante Russo-Nance back out there with Loala Chul Jr., Windler, Doolittle and Jones for Perth. Here's Ruben Tarangi for the Breakers. Back in black this season.
Travel.
Here's Ruben, game number 361.
And I said last game that Ruben Tarangi went back to the homeland. Things didn't quite work out for him in the last couple of seasons, but I still feel that he is a valuable piece. He's like the three-man. This team has a lot of 6'10" dudes, but who would you say is the actual three-man that can defend those small forwards? And I believe that is Ruben Tarangi.
Taylor Britt inside, fading away, no good. Lopez, Meninga, Britt, Tarangi, Brockington, the lineup at the moment for the Breakers. Brockington just 3 points on 1 of 3. Lopez leads the Breakers with 8. Loala Chul Jr. is 4 of 4 for 12 for Perth. Jones no good. Lopez had his hand on the rebound, and Windler was just incessant with his fight. Here's Russo Nance from outside. Oh, round and out.
That's his second free ball that was 85 put a set in the hole. And Sam Meninga's doing a good job now getting physical with JLA early. You can't do it too late.
6-point Perth lead. Lopez rises up. Collected by Windler. 9 of 27, the Wildcats. 12 of 32, the Breakers. Foul down low.
Hold on, do not yell at me. Do not yell at me.
But what JLA just did was just got deeper. He realized how Sam guarded him on the previous possession. Off the block, he got real physical. So JLA said, no problem. I would just get closer to the basket. Now when you do that same physicality, the refs will likely spot it.
You still can't yell at me.
Refs a little bit sensitive. Don't yell at the refs. Hey, Cam Glidden, what do you reckon, man? Is the New Zealand Breakers, they look a little bit top-heavy. There's a lot of 6'10" dudes on the team. What about the small forwards? How do you see Ruben Terangi's role?
Yeah, I think Ruben is exactly that, what you guys were talking about. He's the guy that's going to have to match the muscle, match the quickness, but I'm a big fan of Kareem Lopez like you guys are, and he's not like some of the next stars that have come through that body haven't developed yet. He's a strong man, so I think he can do a bit of that too.
Here is Lopez. Rob Lowe checks into the game as well. Lopez puts it on the floor, goes to the spin move, gets underneath. He's fouled.
Thanks, Christian.
Oh, boy. Oh, he's seeing something from Kareem Lopez. He's just emptying out the bag of tricks that he amassed in the offseason. He's putting them on the playmat.
Yeah.
Saying, let's go.
Let's have a look at that footwork.
Let's go.
All kinds of fun at the moment is Kareem Lopez. He's one of the players that you can follow throughout the course of the season. He'll provide you plenty of highlights. You can check out his player profile all through the new NBL apps, switch seamlessly between NBL, NBL 1 and WNBL. It's your all-in-one hoops hub.
Come down. Thanks, Jesse.
And of course, the new design looks very slick indeed. Download the free NBL app from the App Store or Google Play now. Lopez goes 1 of 2 at the line. 31-36, Perth ahead. Joel Peterson, Damon Lowry, and Cam Glidden with you in commentary on Saturday Hoops. Jones from deep. That's no good. Baker's able to rip it down. Lopez up ahead, turns that one over, driving into the traffic. Russo Nance out on the break. Skip pass to Jones. That doesn't work. And the Breakers will take control. Windler and Jackson Cartwright get tangled up. Refs let that go. Lopez for 3 again.
Wow. We are up and down. We are up and down. Mason Jones is 0 for Saturday. As we check the Amy replay, this man, Joe, he is, like I said, 18 years old. Adding a 3-ball to his repertoire. Kareem Lopez is 2 of 3 from downtown. 12 points and playing like a grown teenager.
One.
He's putting on a display in the early going.
2 shots,
He and
guys.
JLA lead all scorers with 12. Foul there on Lopez, his first of the game. He's got 12 points. He's got 3 offensive boards, 2 of 2 from outside, which is such an exciting prospect. And now it is going to be Jesse Wagstaff at the line. Perth by 2. Cam Glidden's with us courtside. Cam, interested in your thoughts on Dante Russo-Nance. You would have coached against him in the NBL this season. What does he bring to the table? What were you looking at in his game when you had to game plan for him?
Yeah, he's an excellent pick-and-roll player, and playing for the Manawatu Jets this year, he was teammates with Corey Webster, who definitely taught him a few things, and being coached by Tony Webster too. So he's had a great off-season, and you can see it coming to fruition right now on the court.
Very cool to get him his first start in his hometown.
And it's good to have teams that can develop a local guard, because often we see the import point guards. And I'm fine with that. But when you got a local, when you got like a Shea Illy type that you can just put another guard next to him, this is what Perth have right now, feeling Dante. He could be in the league for 10 years easy, and then you can just kind of recruit around the locals like that. Guys like a Mason Jones can be the 2 guard. Guys like Benny Hitchell don't have to worry about playing them out of position.
Lopez at the line again. Went to the prestigious Oak Hill Academy in the States. Russo Nance. Karim Lopez makes it a 1-point game. He's got 14 in the contest to lead all scorers. He had 12 in the second half against Melbourne. His career high is 20, and he's well on track. Mayan inside for Aquera. Fades away and connects.
Has that in his game. Johnny really is not hesitating going to his bench. Once again, the entire second unit is on. Sorry, except for Dante. It's the rumbling Rob down the middle with the finger roll. This is a high, entertaining, high-quality game, Joe.
Both coaches are finding plenty that they want to discuss with their teams in this first half, Damon. Another Tangerine timeout. 39-38, 2 minutes 22 remaining here in this second term. And we've spoken so much about Karim Lopez already in the game. The teenager out of Mexico, 14 points he's got to lead all scorers in this contest. And as a next star coming into this season, what an exciting prospect that he is going to be. You see there, projected at pick 7 in ESPN's mock draft. So over 200 centimetres, still only 18 years old, and so much upside.
Man, the sky, the CeeLo, is the limit. This man is going places, people. And like I said, you're not going to see him again because next year he's going to be in the association. But I just love the development, the growth of his game. He could have relaxed, Joe. Said, I'll get a 3-ball later. I'm still going to get drafted. But nope, he is really working hard on his craft. And I've heard Petri Copeland say before that the guy, they have to almost kick him out of the gym. He's that type of work rat. So good on him. He's getting everything he deserves.
Indeed, he is such an impressive young player. And we know that the success that the next stars have gone on to have in recent times, he's going to be the latest in a long list. And of course, Dash Daniels was terrific in the throwdown on Thursday night as well for Melbourne United. Haven't seen Noah Kuaku-Herg as yet for Perth.
Who's also on the draft boards in the second round.
Plenty of upside with the Frenchman as well. So much to like about what they bring to the table. And Malik Lewis has made a bright start to his season too. Russo Nance looks inside. Spectacular move from Lat Mayan to keep it in. Flying into the crowd going behind the back. Oof. And the putback from JLA. Soaring over the top of the defense.
Crashing the offensive glass, not giving up on the play. And now he's out here guarding the road runner. He stays in the stance, Joe. Forced Parker to a tough tray ball, but the little man has no fear.
And we are tied at 41. Long 2, in fact, they call it. They will have a look at it. Pepper underneath. Luala Chul Jr., not the first time, not the second time. Offensive rebound number 13 for Perth. And Pepper splashes it from the corner.
I knew that one was going in. Great job by Lat Mayan, keeping extra possessions. As soon as Elijah took that rhythm dribble on the spot, I figured it was down.
14 O-boards for the Wildcats. 10 defensive rebounds, make it 11 with that one to Joe Luala Chul Jr. 11 offensive rebounds to New Zealand, 12 defensive rebounds. At 12 of 37, the Wildcats from the field. Mayan working inside, good defense, Liapa.
Lat took one dribble too many, could have just raised up. And here's the one-man fast break, creating havoc.
Outside to Low. And again now, friend on the smoke cannon behind the basket. Just goes a titch early.
Going early.
Just a titch. Just needs to calm down a little bit.
Just hang on.
Look at the hustle here from both of these teams. And Elijah Pepper does not miss too many that are that wide open.
We haven't seen a whole lot of made threes this game. We've seen a lot.
Come in. John.
Perth currently shooting 4 of 22 from deep. New Zealand's only made 2 out of their 12, so but the game is still highly entertaining and highly competitive.
I mean, that does make Brisbane last night look pretty, you know, they look pretty good in comparison to what Brisbane chucked up. 2 of 19.
Yeah, that was rough viewing.
Baker at the line. Hits the first. We spoke about his study earlier. He was the president of the NBA G League Players Association. So he went to Harvard, spent 4 years there, degree in economics. He's worked for a couple of big financial institutions as well, so he's got plenty going on off the court. Played for America at the recent FIBA AmeriCup as well.
A man of many talents.
A bit like Sam Wardenberg, just incredibly smart. A couple of the big men in our competition. Here's Windler to close the half for the Cats. Can't hit. Davison's got the hops. Hit ahead pass is no good. Windler might get another look at it. And he walked.
Same foot, right.
Yeah, it didn't look like a walk from where I'm sitting, but whatever. I'm more concerned with that sloppy pass Colin Davison gave. Like, in a game this tight, every possession counts.
If you call PJC for a travel on the same stuff,
Okay.
I will live with that if we get the same. Yeah.
Doesn't win in, right?
44 to 42. John, really? Just, it's the old making it about him kind of thing.
You have to tell referees sometimes, JP, what you will live with. I'll live with this.
Do you? Do you really have to?
JP, I will live with this, wearing this blazer, provided you make sure you don't ever wear the same one as me.
Well, that's why I texted
I'll live with it.
That's why I messaged you pre-game, just to make sure we weren't going to wear the same thing. So a couple of seconds here. John really imploring his team on at the moment. It has been a better offensive performance from the Wildcats so far. Even if it's not up to their lofty standards, it looks a little bit more on the same page than it did last week.
The pace is great, I feel. Johnny might disagree, but I think the pace is good. The only problem is they're shooting 31%, just not making shots. But I feel like they're getting the shots that they want. And as the season wears on, guys will get more comfortable. We'll see more made shots. But right now, 4 of 23 from 3. You wouldn't think that's going to be a staple throughout the season.
Windler's got 9 and 9, 4 offensive rebounds for him. Joe Luala-Chul's got 14. He's 5 of 7. He's got 4 rebounds as well. For the Breakers, Karim Lopez has 14 points. He's 2 of 2 from outside, 4 rebounds. Sam Menenga's got 6 and 5. And PJC, 9 points. Only the 1 assist so far. He has been impactful. Time winding down. Can PJC make something happen at the half? It was not far away. And we get to the break with the Wildcats holding on to a slender advantage. It is Perth 44 to New Zealand 42 in what's been a very entertaining first half.
Nothing not to like about this half of basketball, with the exception of this three-point shot being a little bit askew from both teams. But there's no doubt in the effort. Teams are playing hard. You can tell how desperate each team is to get their first dub.
Yet the Perth Wildcats with a narrow advantage as we go to halftime. 44 to 42. Joe Luala-Chul Jr.'s got 14 points. He's with Cam Glidden.
JLA, the offense has fallen a bit better tonight, a lot because of you. How are you seeing it out there?
Yeah, we put up 40 points, but defensively we're not really happy with giving up 42, giving up too many all boards. I think once we clean that up, we should be good.
Is that what you think the main message is going to be from the coaching staff?
Yeah, JI is definitely not going to be happy. I think, yeah, not happy at all.
All the best for the second half, man.
There's Joe Luala-Chul Jr. and Cam Glidden. Great game we've got on our hands here at Spark Arena. Fans from both sides enjoying it. It is the Wildcats by 2 as we head to halftime. Really fun first half at Spark Arena. The Wildcats hold a narrow advantage. Parker Jackson Cartwright's been involved in everything for the Breakers as ever. Karim Lopez has been busy. Joe Luala-Chul Jr. has been powerful with 14 points to his name in that first half. So the Stars are on show. They're lighting it up. And it'll be interesting to see how this second half pans out. Great to have you with us in the Hungry Jacks NBL. Joel Peterson and NBL champion Damon Lowry with you here at halftime. 44-42 Wildcats over the Breakers. And both of these teams looking for their first win in this young season. It's been entertaining, and JLA's been the key player for the Wildcats, Damon. 14 points, highly efficient. He's been hard to stop.
Welcome back to the league, Joe Luala-Chul. This big man, like I said, can score from every level on the floor. And a team like Perth are not used to having him. You could tell in the first game, it was a little bit clunky. Well, in this game, they're making him a focal point. Wherever he catches the ball, he is a threat. If you keep him one-on-one, he is going to score on you. If you don't box him out, he's going to do this. If you double team him, he can find the open man. 5 out of 7 from the field, 14 points, and he's only played 15 minutes, Joe. So that means if he plays another 15 in the second half, let's just double all of that and put this man down for 28-8.
Yeah, so 15 and 14 last time out against Tassie. He's got 14 at the half here. Highly efficient, and he's been really powerful, as you can see in the game so far. So he's been the leader from the Perth side of things. For New Zealand, it's been the young star, Karim Lopez, the next star, the teenager who's got it done. He's got 14 as well, and he's done it in a different way.
And the youngster will lead the way. This young man has no fears we've spoken about. He's got tremendous poise now. He's got the 14 points on 50% shooting. That's from the field, Joe. But from the three-point line, this man is shooting 80%, 4 out of 5. This is the added extra facet he's added to his game. He is now an inside-outside threat. I didn't think that would happen this young in his career, but he is making things go with his youthful enthusiasm. And message to the people of New Zealand staff, never put this man on minute restrictions ever again.
No, you wouldn't have anyone on minute restrictions ever, so just to be fair to the New Zealand staff. The offensive rebounding numbers have been staggering this first half, 26 between these two teams. That'll be something to watch in the second half between these two. A little bit later tonight, big game coming up in the Sandpit. Wynn Entertainment Centre. The Hawks will raise their championship banner. The most recent two champions in our competition go head-to-head.
Yeah, this is going to be a cracker right here. Tasmania seems to have already rounded into some good mid-season form this early in the season. They're going to be without David Johnson, but I feel like they got enough depth in the Jackie Wade travels.
Yeah, both teams have got plenty of weapons, that is sure, as do our two teams in this one. Second half not too far away. It's the Wildcats by 2. It's all coming up on the other side of this.
When I looked on the map, I was so surprised it was so close to, like, Antarctica or something. Yeah, so it was like really close to Antarctica, and I was like, oh man, like the only thing I thought is it must have all of the poisonous animals that Australia has because it's so close. I'm like, it's probably just as dangerous over there. But you know, then I find out, you know, it's like one of the safest countries, you know, in the world, and it's gonna be summertime. So I was leaving summer, and you know, essentially getting a second summertime. It felt like a place that would be a easier transition. You know, the fact that everybody speaks English and they have some of the same stores and fast food and things like that America has. It just felt like, okay, that can help ease the transition into overseas basketball.
So second half about to get underway. There's Isaiah Brockington, learning a little bit more about him. 3 points, 3 shots at the half, Damon. Needs to get a bit more involved.
Yeah, I said this man was going to average 25 points a game. I might have to readjust that, because taking 3 shots a game, that's not aggressive enough for a man of this talent. Now, the way the game is flowing, everybody's pitching in right now to a degree. But if this man gets on board in the second half, that's going to give Petri Copeland a lot more to feel good about.
So 44-42, the Perth Wildcats over the New Zealand Breakers. Of course, first of 2 games coming up tonight. Illawarra and Tassie coming up a little bit later this evening. Lockie Reed, Brad Rosen, Derek Rucker, and Joe Healy getting ready for that one as Petri Copeland gets his team ready to go here in the second half. So 2 of 12 from outside the Breakers, 4 of 23 the Wildcats. We've spoken about the offensive rebounding, so 12 for New Zealand, 14 for the Wildcats. Joe Lualichul Jr. said John Riley's not going to be happy. That will be a focus as we go to this halftime break, the offensive rebounding. I mean, where do you think both coaches' heads would be at right now?
They'll be right there, too, on the boxing out. It has been very poor, to say the least. But one thing the New Zealand Breakers did a better job of in that second quarter was they kept Perth Wildcats off the foul line. First quarter, Perth was, 11 out of 11. They only let them get to the line 6 times in that second quarter. If they can restrict that number, keep it down, this game could go either way, but that would definitely help.
So the Breakers fans ready to will their team into action. Couple of Kareem Lopez jerseys floating around, and why not the way he's played in the first half. 14 points, 4 of 8. He's out there with 4 of the starters and Rob Baker to start this second half. Perth turning back to its starting lineup of Lualichul Jr., Russo Nance, Windler, Doolittle, and Jones. Jones, 2 points. He's 0 of 6 from the field. And Perth hang on. The Breakers come back at them here in this second half. Jackson Cartwright is called for a foul to start the term, and that is his 3rd.
That is his 3rd, yeah. Great job by Dylan Windler by putting pressure on him. Dylan didn't just sell out and just let a 3-ball fly, which he could have done. He put Parker on the back foot, got himself to the stripe. So now Parker is going to have to really watch himself.
So I guess the battle for the coach here is how risk-averse do I need to be? Do I need to pull our most important player out of the lineup with 3 fouls, or because he's our most important player, do I keep him out there?
I'm going to leave him out there. You don't snatch him after 14 seconds, but I'll re-advise around maybe another 3 to 4 minutes. But Parker's a veteran, and you got to trust your veterans. Now, but if you're Perth, you're going to try to put him in the post, you're going to try to post him up, or just go at him.
46-42 early in this 3rd term. Jackson Cartwright matched up on Russo Nance. Baker almost tipped away by JLA. Well, it was. He almost took it away, and he's furiously drawing TV screens to John Riley.
You know what? That's the 2nd time in 2 days we've seen TV screens. It's the twirly bird. That's what you want with the review, but nobody's going to challenge that this early in the second half.
John was very, very cagey there, and very smart as well, because JLA definitely had last touch to that. Baker tips it out here. Russo Nance, Jones sizes it up. No good. 0 of 7.
Oh, for Spark Arena, and you can just see the frustration in them, but those are good shots. Do not lose faith in yourself as Rob Baker tees one off.
Lopez down low. Baker over the top, no good. Doolittle the hit ahead. Jones down low for Doolittle, beautiful feed.
Good pass, Mason Jones not forcing anything, making the right basketball play, getting Christian Doolittle involved. That was a great job.
So 4 unanswered points out of the break for the Wildcats to stretch that advantage to 6 as we take a look at the Amy replay and the feed from Mason Jones.
Poor communication on the switch between Isaiah Brockington and Rob Baker resulted in an easy deuce. Got to clean that up. I think Kareem got hit by his own man.
Goes to his knees.
I need to see that again. That could have been friendly fire.
Just going at the jaw there. Chris Reed checks in on him.
I think Isaiah clipped him. That's a foul on Isaiah.
All right, so I got nowhere to go.
So it'll be a breaker's ball. Dylan Windler picks up a foul that was maybe a little bit unlucky. Jackson Cartwright loses it out of play, and it was helped on the way out. So it'll stay in black, 8 on the shot clock.
And Dante got to be careful. Parker's rejecting that screen, and when he gets into the key, all hell breaks loose.
Russo nets down the lane.
Timeout.
The hometown boy getting it done. And he gives Perth an 8-point lead, 50-42, early in this third period. He's looked impressive in his first NBL start.
I'm telling you, man, that's my starting point guard moving forward. Great job in transition by Perth, but horrible job in defensive transition by the Breakers, and Patrick Coppinen has seen enough.
So out of that halftime break, 6 unanswered points. Let's listen to John Riley.
We're 40 shadows, 40 shadows. Hey, offensively on the next walk-up, we're our first play, but it's for him to go at his ass. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, catch. I got you, dude.
Hey, we got to run it up. Let's go.
So John Riley, 4th season as Perth Wildcats coach, 96th game for him today. Their performance last week, 73 points, the 6th lowest scoring in his tenure.
If you coach enough games, you're going to pretty much see it all. But all I know is when his postseason rolls around, Johnny Riley's going to be there with his team.
There's Jeff Green sitting in the front row, legend of New Zealand basketball. We saw him at the IBA All-Stars game earlier in the year, but the Indigenous team took on the Maori team and did a beautiful job of the haka there.
Yeah, for Nathan Jawai, that was awesome.
First coach of New Zealand as well. He's been a long-time stalwart of New Zealand basketball. Here's Russo Nance again, not this time off the feed from Jones. Windler rips it down. 10th rebound for him. Dante's no good for the corner. Lopez and Menenga collide mid-air but sort things out. Still haven't scored in this second half, the Breakers. Jackson Cartwright gets his name on the list.
You got to send Parker to the screen where you can get some help, because if he rejects it, that is just too easy.
2.5 gone in this third term. Joel Peterson, Damon Lowry, Cam Glidden with you.
You got to go at him, Christian. He's on 3.
How does Jackson Cartwright play this? Played it really well.
Sometimes that's the benefit of being 5'9", that your head is at the height of a big dude's elbow. Christian didn't have to deliver it there to high.
Left arm, Christian.
But Christian Doolittle's left, frustrated with that one. 3rd season for the big man. Spent his off-season in Puerto Rico again, as well as half of the NBL. Wildcats 0-1. Breakers 0-2. Both trying to get on the board from a wins perspective in this young season. Menenga thought about it, drives inside. Windler says no, sir.
Parker
And then
can't
Jones
believe-
walked.
Parker can't believe that Sam Menenga turned down that wide open shot.
Here we go.
Big hell right in front of you.
Parker did all the heavy lifting, and Sam's got to let that fly. That's a confidence thing.
There is Jeff Green, legend of New Zealand basketball, sitting right behind Johnny Riley. Done a fantastic job, particularly with the Maori programs and advancing that cause over the years. Try and find more opportunities. Lopez, oh, he missed the dunk. He did all the hard work. He could put 9/10 of it on his highlight reel. Just clipped the ending. Windler inside, floats it home.
Roll back. Delay game. Delay game.
Bad closeout by Sam Menenga. He bit way too hard on Dylan Windler's shot fake, gave up an easy deuce.
Nice little bounce back game for Windler as well. 12 and 10, 2 assists. 2 of 5 from outside after he was 1 of 7. Jackson Cartwright, Tarangi from outside. No good, a little bit strong. Joe Lualachul Jr. with rebound number 5 of the game to go with his 14 points. Jones, 0 of 7. Doolittle methodically works his way in. Lualachul pulls down the rebound and he's fouled on the catch.
Offensive rebound. Perth is starting to take a little bit of an ascendancy. And that was a foul that Kareem Lopez, as he matures, as he gets more comfortable, well, not comfortable, I guess is the word, but as he gets more experience, he won't give away easy fouls like that. And I would be going back to him, Joe, getting Kareem. Kareem got 14 points. Haven't gone back to him. Got to keep this kid involved.
Lualachul Jr. makes the first of 2 at the line. 4 minutes to play. 4 minutes played here in this third term. Second is no good. 10-12 at the line, the Breakers. 19 of 22, the Wildcats. Perth shooting 16% from downtown. New Zealand shooting 14% from outside. 35% from the field, New Zealand. 33% the Wildcats. And it's been played at pace this game. Lowe checks the feet and gets the result he was hoping for.
Much needed bucket. Great penetration and fine by the youngster Kareem Lopez. And we all know what Rob Lowe can do out there on the three-point line. On their 5th point of the quarter, they needed that bad.
5th point for Rob Lowe in the game so far. Jones stepping back. That's no good. He is 0 of 8 and 0 of 7 from outside.
The next one's got to be going in, is what you're thinking.
Well, it was similar to Andrew Andrews last night, who started 0 of 8 and then hit 3 of 3. Jones with the takeaway. Lowe fouls him at midcourt.
Kareem did a little bit too much. One dribble too much. But you can see that he does have a handle for a youngster his size. But when you're in traffic like that, you got to make sure that handling is extremely tight.
Highly credentialed is Jones out of Dallas, Texas. Do they have a football team still?
They used
Dallas?
to. Yeah, they used to. Don't know what's going on over there now.
Henschel for 3. No good. Jackson Cartwright up the left side of the floor. We pass halfway in this third period. Scoring's been slow going. 9 points for the Wildcats, 5 for the Breakers. 6-point Perth lead. Low from outside, almost. Lopez fights for the loose ball with Mayen. Lat Mayen comes up with it. Henschel to Lualachul, who can't connect.
He's getting ready.
And both teams are up for the fight. Liafa from outside. Can't buy one.
Hey, Cam, what do you reckon, man? Like, when you got so many scores out there on the floor, I know everybody's capable, but if you're the Perth Wildcats, you got to know number 0 is 7 feet tall and nobody can guard him. and he's not getting touches.
You're not wrong, Damon. I thought that in round one as well. He got starved of the ball a little bit there. There is no one in this league that can guard him. And the way you started out this game, you've got to feed the beast.
I mean, even a shot like that, I mean, come on now. Benny hits you like, this is what I mean. Sometimes guys are just too wild on the offensive end and won't keep it simple. Like, that is simple.
Oh, Lopez, again, he has some problems with the rim. And JLA. 8 shots for Joe Luala Jr. so far.
Come on, man. He's going to get frustrated. You want me to defend and rebound and block shots, and I'm sitting over here. I was 5 of 7, and I can't get the rock in the second half, JP.
See the New Orleans Pelicans hit the court. It's going to be such an exciting series, the NBA NBL Melbourne series. There's limited tickets remaining. Don't miss your last chance opportunity to catch NBA action for the first time in Australian history. School holidays here in Victoria as well. 2nd to the 5th of October. Tickets at Ticketek. Scan the QR code on screen. As the Pelicans come to town, what an event that will be.
Yep, history will be made at John Cain Arena. And I'm tipping JP. They're leaving here with the L. At least one.
Who's going to get him?
United going to get him.
Okay. Daniel's family might have some revenge against the Pelicans organization. 49-53.
Ooh, good move.
And Mayan spinning baseline. That was pretty.
Took Sean Bairstow to spin class, as my man Kyle Montgomery likes to say. Shout out to Kyle.
Jackson Cartwright surveying and weaving his way inside. Another offensive board almost. Bairstow out there now for the Breakers with Leartha, Jackson Cartwright, Tarangi and Lowe. Mayan, Russo, Nance, Wagstaff, Aquera and Pepper. Here's the 5 for John Riley. 31% from the field, the Wildcats. 16 of 51. The Breakers at 17 of 50. Jackson Cartwright all the way in.
A bad shot, people, is just like a turnover. Not saying that man can't shoot threes, but that was a one-pass, no real offense shot, led to this. The one-man fast break, Parker Jackson Cartwright. You missed the 3 and then give up a layup on the other end. The school I went to gets you subbed out for that.
I know that Principal really is abiding by those same guidelines.
He's giving Latt a pass right now, but he want to make up for it. And Latt's been good. He's been keeping the ball alive. He's got 3 offensive rebounds. He's been very active, and he probably thought, I'm entitled to his shot.
I'm not sure I want to be called to Principal Riley's office, just quietly. Tangerine timeout. 55-51 Perth over New Zealand. We've got a coach's challenge here by the sounds.
Why?
Get a look at that very soon indeed. 2:36 remaining in this third period. 11 points for the Wildcats in the term. 9 for the Breakers. And who touched it last out of the 2 number 2s, Mayan and Bairstow?
I want to say Bairstow touched it last. Ooh, I mean, but why do you want to play Russian roulette with your timeout late in the third quarter?
Scott Butler will be in there dialing up the different camera angles of that one. From there, it looked like it might have been Mayan. Bairstow, Mayan. Is Bairstow's hand still in the ball? You almost need to see from behind his hand.
We need camera 4.
Of course, you do need conclusive evidence to overturn it. Thank you. Here you go.
There we go.
Thank you, Director Lowry.
Oh, that's off Latt. That's break the ball.
Off Latt Mayan, and that will be a black ball.
That's why you need 4 cameras. How many do we got?
It's a good question. That's a good question. Coach's challenge is successful. I'm not sure whether Sean Bairstow's got the finger waggle rights, but he might have now, and he's pretty happy with his work as he came past Petteri Koppinen there as well. So the Breakers will get it back. 2.5 remaining in the third period. What a disappointing weekend it was for New Zealand. We saw Cairns respond last night with the victory. And the Breakers are in the hunt here against this highly touted, highly credentialed, highly fancied Perth Wildcats team. Russo Nance, highly energised at the defensive end.
Wow.
Pepper with the loose ball. Clanks that one off the bottom corner of the rim. Dante gets a wide open look. Aquera rips it down with one arm, puts it back in with the foul shot to come.
Just energy.
Basket's good.
Perth went down there and played some funky 1-3-1 matchup zone.
One shot.
Got a sloppy turnover from Isaiah Liafa, which led to all this mayhem. And David Aquera just manhandled Rob Lowe for the offensive rebound and got the and one.
One, guys.
Sorry, David Aquera.
Jesse Wagstaff with the celebration. He was here for it.
Let's see if Perth stays in this, whatever this zone is called. This is a 3-quarter court. Now it's a 2-3. And now it's a corner 3.
That's called a broken zone, Damon. That thing is broken.
You can only junk it up so often. This ain't under 18s.
That's
You're gonna
Twilight Zone.
fire.
Just over a minute and a half to go in this.
That's worse than the
quarter.
friendship zone.
Ever from outside. It's good from you. Jackson Cartwright working on Russo Nance. Tarangi, with all his experience, draws a call.
Here we go, guys.
When Parker, if we can just get that replay, when Parker rejects a screen and goes baseline
Pick the ball
side,
up 2 hands.
that defender is in a somewhat of a drop deep. Parker's got to make that extra pass. Just flip it back to the guy, and then you got to be ready to shoot. He gave it back to Ruben, but Ruben put the ball on the floor and re-penetrated. Was fortunate to get himself to the line, but these are wide open threes that they could be letting go.
Comes out of the game here, Jackson Cartwright. So the 3 fouls, he's done well to manage it. Minute 17 left, and Petteri Koponen says, that'll do, Parker. Ruben Tarangi is at the free throw line.
Isaiah Brockington, man, you're going to have a chat, man. Be more aggressive, big fella. You know you a bucket.
Haven't seen a lot of him here in this second half, Damon.
Nope, only got the 4 shots, only 1 shot so far in the second half. And Petteri's not going to wait around. He's going to play the guys that's out there being aggressive and ready to go as Max Darling gets his first minute and 17 seconds.
Played 12 against Melbourne United on Sunday. It was a DNP against Brisbane last Friday. Minute remaining in the third period. 2 points in it. The Breakers giving the Wildcats all they can handle. This man has given the Breakers defense all it can handle. Fades away to Luala Chul Jr. And they just need to keep going back to him.
Come on, man. That is a shot that's unblockable. Rob Lowe did a good job bodying him up, but JLA got too much in his package.
Jack McVeigh thinks his fadeaway is unguardable. That's pretty unguardable when Isaiah Liafa's stroking it like that. And we are back to a 1-point game. And the Spark Arena crowd is energized. They are into this one. Windler drives baseline. Lowe meets him at the rim, but Windler finishes strong.
Good strong finish, because I was over here getting ready to lose it while you wouldn't go back to JLA, but great penetration by Windler. Now you got to get a stop.
Time winding down in this third period. Can New Zealand tie it up or close it to 1? Britt for Darling, needs to get it up. Can't get it down. And a quarter to go at Spark Arena. 2 teams searching for their first win of the season, and the game is finally poised. The visitors 62, lead the Breakers 59. Final term is next. Only one possession in it as we turn for home at Spark Arena. Saturday hoops in the Hungry Jacks NBL. What a way to kick off our double header. It is Perth 62, New Zealand 59. Both teams looking for a first win of NBL 26. Joel Peterson, Damon Lowry, Cam Glidden with you in commentary. As Jackson Cartwright tries to pick up where he left off. Darling can't get it to go. Meninga can tip it home. And we are back to a one-point game, Damon.
Great job by Max Darling. Hasn't played in the whole first half, but whenever you put him on the court, it is going to be 100% energy and effort. Can't guard him out there.
Joe Luala-Chul Jr. puts it on the floor. Can't get that one home. Breakers have trailed at every change by 8, by 2, and by 3. Bairstow for the lead.
Shorty B. Somebody completely forgot about him.
And John Riley is about to incinerate this huddle. He is going to go ham, the Perth coach, right after the Amy replay.
Who on earth? Is it 4 guys on the court? Like, it's man-to-man. And it's either Elijah Pepper or Christian Doolittle, one of them. Whoever doesn't come out of this timeout, that's whose fault it was, probably.
Back-to-back buckets for the Breakers. Good luck if you're in that Wildcats huddle. It's New Zealand 64, Perth 62.
This is what I envision the season would be, Joe. This is a microcosm. Every single team is talented enough to beat each other, to beat every team. So now this game could turn out to be a double-digit win by one of them, but we're 3 quarters in, just over early in the 4th quarter. It is anybody's game. We're going to see a lot of games like that this season.
Saw a one-point game last night between Cairns and Brisbane that ebbed and flowed. Cairns got up by 12. Brisbane hit the front. Cairns were able to hold on 83-82. And this one is finally poised. Already a 4th quarter lead change. And the Breakers lead at 64-62. Of course, a big game to come. They have only led for 2 minutes in the game to this point, with 9 minutes 15 to play. Almost 31 minutes elapsed in the game. The Breakers have led for 2 of those minutes. It's been the Wildcats in control almost all evening. And now Elijah Pepper loses control of the ball. Out of the timeout. That will not please John Riley, Damon Lowry.
Nah, Johnny's standing there right now ready to, who knows what's going through his head, but okay, that's a shot. If Parker gets that ball back to Sam Meninga, he's got to be ready to shoot that.
Liafa for 3! Where has this come from?
What year is it? Is it 2022, Isaiah Liafa?
3 of 4 from outside. And the Breakers have ripped off an 8-0 start to this final term.
That is Isaiah Liafa that we've come to know and love.
Doolittle for 3, around and out. They fight for the loose ball. Darling pulls it down.
Pull! Oh.
Bairstow wants to pull it back out for New Zealand. Jones face guarding Jackson Cartwright, making sure he can't get close to it. So Bairstow puts it on the floor. Wanted Meninga, went himself. Meninga almost pulled down the rebound. And it'll be a Perth ball. New Zealand by 5. Let's go courtside. Cam Glidden.
Yeah, boys, I went over to the New Zealand Breakers physio just to check if Brockington was okay and might be ailing, but no, he's completely fine. So what you guys were alluding to earlier, I think Coach Copp's just going with a team that is giving him the best look right now, even though it's Max Darling, limited minutes guy, and Sean Bairstow, limited minutes guy.
I imagine, Cam, as a coach, that the sort of the timing around that decision-making is really tricky to find. When do we put our stars back in, or when do we ride what's working for us?
Yeah, it is a tricky one, and coaching my first season this year, I had to deal with that a lot, but you ride the wave, I think you ride the momentum, and hopefully Brockington gets an extended rest, and Baker as well, and then when they come in, they're refreshed to recharge.
Great to have the Auckland NZNBL coach, Cam Glidden, with us courtside. Jackson Cartwright adds 2 more. And this is really becoming a problem now for Perth.
Isaiah Brockington's only ailment is lack of aggression. That's it. But today ain't his day. But right now, the two-man game between Parker and Sam Meninga is working.
10-0 in this final term so far. And Perth's number 10 can't put them on the board. Henshaw is 2 of 6. Doolittle is 1 of 6. Russo Nance is 2 of 9. Jones is 0 of 8. As a team, they're shooting 31%. They are 4 of 33 from outside the Wildcats. It is an ugly set of numbers.
Come on, man. JLA is 6 out of 10 from the field. And you're blasting, you're blazing away from the three-point line. Makes me think you don't want to win, which obviously isn't the case. But how they're going about winning is Isaiah Leoffa, ladies and gentlemen. He couldn't wait to see the back of last season. He was shooting like he had never shot before. This is Isaiah. Oh my God,
he's back in his hometown, and now he's playing like a king. Lopez thought about it. Where's Leoffa?
Please give the ball to this man.
He's 4 of 5. Jackson Cartwright underneath, no good. Darling throws it down, a foul on the play. Basket will be waved off, but this Spark Arena crowd is on its feet. And they are riding the wave at the moment with their breakers. 13-0 run to start this final term.
Sorry, JP. Perry Coppin has 2 teams. He has a big team when he goes out there with Kareem Lopez, Rob Baker, Sam Meninga. And then he's got this small, energized team. He's got this backcourt partner with PJC. He's got Zay Leoffa, Sean Bairstow, even though Bairstow is 6'8", but that perimeter-based kind of team, and he's just running up and down. These guys are putting the ball in the hole.
It's been a great game. We're setting the table, the first leg of a doubleheader tonight. Illawarra and Tassie is coming up. Let's get a preview with Brad Rosen and Derek Rucker.
Yes, it's going to be a huge night here at the Wynn Entertainment Centre where the defending champions Illawarra Hawks open their season in front of what will be a very loud crowd. In a short time, we'll get to raise the championship banner. And whilst there's been a number of changes, championship NBA quality Javale McGee will suit up tonight. I bring in my co-commentator, Derek. They're taking on Tasmania today. What can we expect?
Well, this is going to be a tough game. Tasmania are a stout defensive team. They're down on numbers. David Johnson won't play in this one, but Illawarra, all the emotion will be filled up in this building as they raise the championship banner. It's going to be a tremendous night and a big game early in the season.
Join us. It's going to be great.
Looking forward to joining Brad, Derek and Lockie Reed for the late game this evening. New Zealand and Perth, 72-62 here. 10 points the difference. 13-0 run out of three-quarter time for the Breakers.
Nothing. 13-0. Perth is getting what they deserve. They are not going to the well. They're not going to what's working. The game isn't that complicated. You have one big man that is doing whatever he wants on the floor, and you guys are acting like his teammates, Joe, is letting him starve.
You said earlier, they drive in and the defense all of a sudden realizes he's 7 foot. It would be nice if his teammates realized that he was 7 foot.
It would be nice.
That would be useful.
Right now, you telling me that Rob Lowe, you happy with Rob Lowe guarding JLA. That's what you're telling me if you don't give him the ball.
Darling, Lopez, Leoffa, and Jackson Cartwright out there with Lowe, and Dylan Windler does get the Wildcats on the board here in this final term. He's got one to come, and John Riley's gone to his bench, and he's turned to his son.
The other Jay Riley. Now, this isn't to say that JLA got to shoot the ball every single time, but damn it, he got to get more touches. But Dylan is definitely being aggressive, and wow.
Windler misses the free throw, keeps it alive. JLA, Windler, Doolittle, Riley, and Henschel out there. This time they go to the Wallachul Jr. He is fouled by Lopez.
Is it rocket science? I'm just asking the question. Is it rocket science? And there's young Riley. He wouldn't remember me. We was teammates. I was teammates with his dad back in 2005 at Townsville. And the youngest Jay Riley, who looked just like him, except with hair.
Sounds just like him as well.
Look at that profile. That's his kid. He couldn't go on the Maury Povich show and say that's not my child. He couldn't say that.
65-74. Oh, we've got some interesting areas this evening, as always. JLA hits 2 at the line. 19 points for the big fella. He's 6 of 10. He's 7 of 8. He's got 7 rebounds, and he needs the rock more down the stretch if Perth are to mount a comeback. Jackson Cartwright, the mid-range. Fight is on for the rebound. Windler pulls down another one. That is 12 for Windler to go with his 16 points.
Always been a good rebounder.
Here he comes down the lane. He hammers it home.
Henry like, oh, no. Oh, no, we got to talk about this. Great job by Dylan Windler. Dylan has literally played himself into this game. He's been fairly consistent all game, but his aggression is lifted. Getting on the rim, rebounding, and it's fueling his offensive game. And defensive transition, there was none of it, and they just paid the price.
So Dylan Windler's got 4 of their 6 in the period. He needs to get busy if they are going to challenge here. And he is doing so, he and Joe Lualachul Jr. They're the only Wildcats in double digits, and they're keeping them in at the moment. They trail by 6 in the Tangerine timeout with 6 minutes remaining. Of course, the WNBL season is just around the corner, Damon. It starts at John Cain Arena. Saturday, October 18, the Flyers and Kayla George, the Opals captain, will be out there for the first time. Jade Melbourne is back in the WNBL as well. And, of course, the defending champions, the Bendigo Spirit. They're ready to go. You can get all your tickets available from WNBL.com.au. It is world-class basketball at its finest. There are stars lining up right across this WNBL season, and that we are looking forward to very much.
Cannot wait for the W to start. Look at the brand. The new brand is happening. Teams are locked in. I'm checking all the recruits. The rosters are looking strong. There's a preseason games going on right now in Townsville. And give them another couple of weeks, and it's time to get it on.
It's going to be such an exciting season. Start of a new era in the WNBL. We've got 6 points the difference here. 74-68, New Zealand over Perth. Perth led by 3 at three-quarter time. Breakers went on a 13-0 run. Now Perth have ripped off 6 unanswered points. Liafa gives it up to Darling. 13 rebounds for Windler. Meninga putting all kinds of pressure on Joe Lualachul Jr., but not quite enough. He draws the foul. He'll go back to the line to shoot his 9th and 10th foul shots of the evening.
Very smart. Jaren really came down there, saw that JLA had the post up, didn't like the angle, reversed it, and they was patient enough to get it inside, and good things always happen. Now, I'm looking at Parker Jackson Cartwright's point guard play right now down the stretch. The ball's getting a little bit sticky. I would like to see them go to 2-man game, but if Sam Meninga wants to get a wide-open 3-ball, the way JLA is playing defense right now, he's giving up the 3-ball in his drop coverage, so I'd like to see them exploit that.
JLA misses both. The Wildcats will come up with the answer, though, to make it a 4-point game. They are living dangerously at the moment. Tarangi comes in for Darling. Jackson Cartwright for 3. Really does enough to poke it loose. Windler on the run. Reverse layup is good. 2-point game.
Yeah, I mean, that was another. Yes, Parker was open, but was that the shot to take in this situation? I say no.
Doolittle and Windler with buckets back-to-back. And now it's the Wildcats who are on a scoring run. 8 unanswered points for them.
Don't get a silly foul back here, Kareem.
They make it 10 for the Wildcats that they've ripped off in a row. Doolittle again ties the game up with a chance to take the lead at the stripe.
I was worried 92 feet ago when Kareem was out of position. He gets himself back into play, but never quite squared up, and that's just inexperience. And Christian Doolittle took full advantage of it.
4 fouls for Lopez. 3 for Meninga, 3 for Jackson Cartwright, 3 for Joe Lualachul Jr., 3 for Windler, 3 for Doolittle for the Wildcats.
And they're now in the bonus. They're giving up free throws for the remaining 4.5 minutes, and the offense is completely dried up.
Christian Doolittle, an 85% free throw shooter in the NBL in his 3rd season. He does not miss, and he hands Perth back the lead. 13 unanswered points for the Wildcats now. Well, 11-ish, I should say, after the Breakers had 13 of their own. Lopez is a little bit offline. Really to Doolittle up top. 4 minutes remaining, 1 point game. The lead has fluctuated here in this final term. Really to his left hand. He couldn't connect that time.
That was good ball moving by Perth. There's nothing wrong with that shot by Jaren Riley. It just didn't go for him.
Lopez, Meninga, Jackson, Cartwright, Tarangi, and Brockington's back out there. He's 1 of 4 on the evening.
Finally!
He turns facilitator. He can't hit.
That is the wide open shot. Every time Sam rolls on that pick and roll, when he watches this game back, he's gonna be shocked at how open he was. He should have just popped.
Windler's got 20, JLA's got 19, Doolittle's got 9, and he is making big shots at the right time.
How many times have we seen Christian Doolittle doing work? That's his favorite spot on the floor. That's where he's unguardable.
15-0 run for Perth. After the Wildcats, after New Zealand scored 15 in a row.
That is a violent, violent move swing by the New Zealand Breakers. The game clearly isn't over, but it stretches like that. They have to recognize it in the moment.
6 lead changes in the contest. Doolittle loses the handle, regains it, rises up and connects. Christian Doolittle is putting them on his back.
That is grown man work down there. We've seen it all last year. Ruben Tarangi is no slouch on defense, but once Christian gets there, you can forget it.
He is 3 axe handles across the shoulders, Damon, and those shoulders are carrying plenty of weight right now.
He is definitely built for some heavy lifting. They're spreading the load. You get some of JLA, then you get some of Dylan Windler. And Ruben sits with 2.5 to go. And Sam Meninga checks out.
2 guys.
Windler's got 20 and 13. Luala Jr. has 19 and 8. Jackson Cartwright has 17 and 5 for the Breakers. Lopez has 16. He had 14 in the first half.
And Parker has 0 turnovers.
And so far in this term, we have gone 15 consecutive New Zealand points, 15 consecutive Perth points, and Parker Jackson Cartwright making a free throw there to make it a 1-0 run for New Zealand. 2:19 remaining. It is going down to the wire in Spark Arena as both of these teams look for their first win of NBL26. And if you're sitting home alone or sitting home at the moment, turn the TV up and play it loud down the stretch. Into that, swatted by JLA. Will the bucket count?
Ooh, that looked like it was going up.
That was because you cleaned him out of his arm.
That's very close.
There's no clear extension. There's no clear extension of his arm.
I knew as soon as Isaiah Brockington got out in transition, his DNA was going to take over.
Just the second made field goal attributed to him for the evening. 5 points for the Ray Borner medalist at the NBL Blitz, who averaged 18.5 across the course of last weekend. He has been quiet. Perhaps he delivers in their moment of need. Down to the 2-minute warning in this final term. Perth 79, New Zealand 77. The Wildcats have led at every change. Luala Jr. has been a dominant force, and he continues on his merry way up to 21.
Isaiah Brockington tried to come there and bring the double because he saw what was about to happen, but he got there too late.
144, are we good?
The man is unstoppable. Joe Luala Jr. can score from everywhere. And how's the trust that Johnny really is showing in his son?
Stop.
People scoffed when they saw Willie in the roster. This is not nepotism. This dude can play.
He's getting it done at the moment. Liafa looks for Darling. Henshaw gets a hand in, pokes it over the backcourt. So it'll stay a Breakers ball. Single numbers on the shot clock. Jackson Cartwright for Lopez. Not that time. Lowe almost came up with it, but he fouled Windler.
Out of bounds over there.
Henry Copley came in with Max Darling. And you got so much to choose from that bench over there. You got Bairstow down there still. You got Rob Baker, who hasn't played a lot of minutes. It's got to be tough for these coaches when there's so much talent. But this is what he's deciding to close with.
He scored 2 shots.
I foul on Windler, my apologies. So Rob Lowe to the free throw line. Career 65% free throw shooter, game 221 for the veteran. Back in Breakers colours this season. Stands at the line, a deep breath, composes himself. Second free throws around and out, fight for the loose ball. Windler, another rebound. Shock horror, number 15 for the game. 3-point ball game. Perth on offense. After a shot loss last week.
Send a double. Send a double.
They go on the longest road trip in the NBL. Here's Riley.
I got you, Pops. Pops, put me in the game and I got you.
Fourth quarter minutes for Jaron Riley. In the name of the Father, he comes up with a big shot late. Jackson Cartwright's no good. Joe Lualachul Jr. with the block, and really dives on the loose ball right in front of the coach. He's getting a bloody good Christmas present this year, this kid. Half a minute to go, and the Wildcats have rallied. New Zealand led 74-64. 20-4 since then.
Good night.
Doolittle says adios.
Time out, New Zealand.
Let's go home. It's over. Christian Doolittle draws the double team, kicks it out to the lefty by the name of Jay Riley. And then Christian Doolittle just tip-taps on Rob Lowe, and just that's the dagger. Good night.
What a frenetic finish at Spark Arena. 87-78. This last quarter has fluctuated wildly. We went from 62-59, Perth ahead, to New Zealand ahead 74-62, to Perth ahead 79-74, and now it is Perth 87-78.
Wow, JP, we need to talk about, I want to talk about the minerals on John Riley. He's got a G League All-Star MVP in Mason Jones, and he says, it ain't your day, man. I am not about to risk losing this game waiting for you to make a shot. I'm going with my seed. I'm putting the seed out there. He got it done in the clutchest of moments. Stunning like his daddy.
And both coaches have done it here in this last term. We saw Pettery Coppinen roll with Max Darling instead of Isaiah Brockington. And the Wildcats have come up trumps at the end here. Lopez flings it in wildly. Doolittle gets the takeaway. And a stellar performance in this final term for the Wildcats. 25 points. They trailed by double digits. Jaron Riley finishes it off. And Perth are on the winners list in NBL 26 with a stunning last quarter turnaround after conceding 15 consecutive points. They close with a frenzy, and they beat New Zealand 89-78 to leave the Breakers winless after 3 games.
That is a big-time road win. It is going to be extremely difficult to win on the road. And Perth came in, and yes, it was some violent mood swings, as you said, but they did enough.
Joe Lualachul Jr., 21 points on 7 of 11, 8 rebounds, 4 blocks for the big man. He is our Foot Locker player of the game with an inspired performance. They found him in the end. He came up with buckets when they needed him. So did Christian Doolittle, so did Dylan Windler, and so did Jaron Riley. What a last quarter, what a game. The Wildcats win by 11. We'll break it all down next.
This program is brought to you by Hungry Jack's and Bunnings Warehouse.
What a game we had in the first leg of our Saturday night doubleheader. It's an 11-point win to the Perth Wildcats, but that doesn't tell you the story about how close this game was. It was single figures for much of it. New Zealand scored 15 straight points to take the lead at the start of the last. Perth then scored 17 in a row. They scored 27 of the last 31 points in the game to run over the top of the Wildcats by 11. There's the tale of the tape numbers-wise. Not a great shooting night for either team, but what a finish we got, Damon.
Perth learned how to win late when it really mattered, and New Zealand forgot how to win. Some poor offensive execution down the stretch cost them.
36 offensive rebounds between the two teams is a staggering number, and this man was enormous. 21 and 8 for Joe Luala Jr. and 4 blocks as well. He was terrific.
Totally unstoppable, MVP candidate. Good to see him back in the league, and he had help from Dylan Windler, who was like 20 and 15 boards.
Foot Locker player of the game, richly deserved. They found him when they needed to, and he got assistance down the stretch to make it Perth's first win of the season and condemn New Zealand to a 0-3 start. That sets the table for what's to come. Illawarra and Tassie is our broadcast game next. The first time we get to see JaVale McGee in the NBL, which is so exciting. Thanks for your company. Thanks to Cam Glidden. Thanks to all our crew. Big game is coming up next. Stick around. The defending champions will raise the banner. It's the Hawks and the Jackies.
Yes, Perth with a late charge to get the dub on the road, beating the New Zealand Breakers by